This might be the worst week in MrBeast's life. First, his friend installed a new machine and turned out to like kids, and the next day, a 1-hour video exposing him was released by someone who used to work with him. The video claims that his videos are fake, he promotes gambling to kids, his ads are misleading, and he knew about Kris. What made me really mad is that all the giveaways I've participated in, creating multiple accounts to win an iPhone, turned out to be like this. And if you ask me, the guy who brought evidence, honestly, he really did bring evidence. There was so much evidence that MrBeast filed a lawsuit against him the very next day. All of this makes me question whether MrBeast is really. We all know MrBeast is the biggest YouTube channel, and because he is the biggest channel, the last thing I would expect is for him to lie about anything. With the massive audience he has, any lie would eventually come to light. A channel of his size must have at least 20 lawyers, 70 accountants, 500 editors, and all the money in the world. It's impossible to think that he would fake anything. But a few days ago, a guy named dogpack came forward. He said he had been working with MrBeast since February of this year but got fired in May and decided to expose everything. He started with trivial things, like saying MrBeast uses CGI and visual effects in his videos. This is obvious, anyone can see that. The effects improve the video quality, so it's not a problem. But then he started getting into the bigger stuff, like claiming that MrBeast's videos are fake and they already know who will win and what will happen beforehand. One of his accusations was about someone named Big Mac, real name Mac, but I like to add Big. If you watch MrBeast's videos, you'll know who this guy is. He participated in 3 videos, lost 2, and won $1 million in the last one. In that video, people were rooting for Big Mac like he was their hero, saying he came out of nowhere and that MrBeast found him randomly. Whenever he lost, viewers felt bad and asked to see him in another video. It was like a story from 1001 Nights, but in the last video, when he won $1 million, people celebrated like crazy. However, the video accuses that Big Mac wasn't random at all. The guy who made the video claims he found government documents showing that Big Mac moved to the same city as MrBeast, lived in a mansion worth $1 million 2 months before participating in any MrBeast video, and worked on MrBeast's editing team. This is a strong accusation, but maybe, just maybe, MrBeast did find him randomly, brought him to his place, hired him for 2 months, and then filmed and released the video. It's possible. It's possible. The next accusation is even bigger. It says that in an upcoming video titled 7 Days Lost at Sea, which is set to hit 300 million views, they show themselves on a raft in the ocean, given equipment to build shelter, and supposedly left in the sea for 7 days. But a leaked clip from the video shows empty beds, and they accuse them of sleeping on a yacht the whole time while pretending to be on the raft for 7 full days. Another accusation says that many of the random people in MrBeast's videos are actually his friends and relatives. The next accusation is even bigger. It says that in an upcoming video titled 7 Days Lost at Sea, which is set to hit 300 million views, they show themselves on a raft in the ocean, given equipment to build shelter, and supposedly left in the sea for 7 days. But a leaked clip from the video shows empty beds, and they accuse them of sleeping on a yacht the whole time while pretending to be on the raft for 7 full days. Another accusation says that many of the random people in MrBeast's videos are actually his friends and relatives. For example, in a video called 100 Boys vs 100 Girls, where the winner gets $500,000, one of the girls participating was his employee, another was also his employee, and the third was MrBeast's own girlfriend. What made me happy was when I found out that MrBeast's girlfriend is a girl, not a man named Carlos Puyol or something like that. You see, if you spend a lot of time with certain people, you become like them. So, when I learned his girlfriend is a woman, I was relieved. But we still need to check everything. These days, many people are changing their ways, and we can't trust anyone in America. That's why I was glad to find out she is a girl. To praise the good and criticize the bad. Anyway, to be fair, I watched MrBeast's video and didn't see him mention that all the participants were random. He didn't say that, so I can't make a video without telling the truth. But the real issue is that he's accused of rigging results to make certain people win to show himself in the best light. One accusation that could really get MrBeast in trouble is that he conducts illegal lotteries for kids. during a live stream, when he reached 40 million subscribers, he said that anyone who buys a shirt signed by him and his friends would be entered into a drawing to win an Xbox. But the problem was that he kept saying things like, if you buy it within the next 5 minutes, you have a high chance of winning an Xbox, then changing it to 20 seconds. He kept marketing to the audience, saying, "Oh my god, I'm losing a lot of money giving away so many things." Kids would think, wow, if I buy... MrBeast kept saying he was losing money because of all the Xbox giveaways. He said it himself, but this is what they call reverse psychology. You say something knowing the opposite will happen. He knew that every time he said he was losing money, kids would rush to buy it. He knew that every time he offered a prize for those who bought within the next 30 seconds, thousands of kids would buy it. The video claims that MrBeast made about $1.5 million from these illegal activities. These numbers aren't 100% confirmed, it could be millions, but at least $1 million in America. Many kids bought shirts hoping to get one with MrBeast's signature, but one of his employees was caught red-handed signing shirts with MrBeast's signature. He realized he was being filmed and tried to hide the shirt. He looked really stupid doing it. There are clips of grown men getting excited about receiving a t-shirt with MrBeast's signature. I won't comment on that point. This video isn't meant to bully, but the next one will be for that purpose, God willing. Another accusation against MrBeast, and this isn't just an accusation but a fact, is about his chocolate business. MrBeast has been promoting his chocolate as a healthy option, saying he cares about the health of his followers. He claimed that the chocolate had less sugar and fewer ingredients to make it as healthy as possible. This might have been true at first, and people believed it because it was their first impression. MrBeast planted the idea in his followers' minds that his chocolate was healthy, and they believed it would always be so. But suddenly, he changed the ingredients, and now it has more sugar and calories than Hershey's chocolate, which he always criticized for being unhealthy. So, a family who heard MrBeast's claims at first might buy boxes of his chocolate without reading the ingredients because MrBeast said it was healthy a year ago. They would consume it, only to find out later that they have all sorts of health problems. What kind of healthy product has 30 grams of sugar? Healthy according to whom? The video ends with a clip of MrBeast making a thumbnail with a pizza delivery guy, telling him to open his mouth and act surprised. I don't know where this clip came from, but the biggest accusation is that MrBeast knew his friend Kris was into children. Yes, he knew about it for a long time and kept quiet. On top of that, he covered for him. There were conversations in a Discord group where Kris talked about his favorite topic, young children. Who was in that group and mentioned him from time to time? MrBeast himself. They even added 12-year-old kids to this private Discord and talked to them about things that shouldn't be shared. MrBeast himself didn't say anything, but the guy who made the first video claims there's a second, much worse, video coming. Anyway, this video had 2 parts and was supposed to be released yesterday, but it got a yellow mark. After I deleted the part about killings and gangs, they removed the yellow mark. So, I'll leave that as a separate video, edit it, add more to it, and upload it later. A 4th video is on the way. Don't go too far. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget make like and subscribe the channel to see all news.